We're going to talk about technology and how it has changed within the industry, and also some of the unique things we're doing together with some of the companies that we work with. So let's first jump in, Rodger, and talk a little bit about your background. It's super unique where you came from having seen the distributor side and then having transitioned to the vendor side. So maybe tell us a little bit about that background and how you became introduced to the industry, how you fell in love with it, and let's go from there.
Sure. Yeah, it is kind of interesting. My first exposure to the industry was through my mother, who in the late 80s was actually an independent rep for a network marketing company. She was single at the time, trying to make her way, trying to support a family, and she got involved in network marketing with a good company and was able to create a meaningful income. And I remember looking at that, just going, wow, that's really cool that she could do that. And so I, kind of got a place near and dear to my heart from then. And I kind of pursued a different path for career. I was a software sales guy. I was director of marketing for Ancestry.com. And then took a crazy turn in my career and became an independent distributor for a network marketing company. And it was there where I really learned the business from that perspective and understood how challenging it can be and how
you built a huge group too. So first off, not only having, fallen in love with the industry, which I love that aspect, your mom's story is so cool, but then you went on and built what was a massive team. I mean, it was an organization of over 50,000 people, right? So you saw the full success of building that. So, tell us a little bit about that, maybe some of the challenges you saw, and then how, your career took that next evolution based on those challenges.
Yeah. So we got involved, and it became, apparent early on that it was going to take a lot of work to do it. But we noticed that early on, I noticed, man, people are willing, they want to try, they want to they believe, and they want to make things work, but they have difficulty sometimes telling the story. They have difficulty learning and understanding how to get trained up and start to duplicate. And so the company that we were working with at the time didn't have really good tools. And so we decided, hey, you know what, we'll create our own tools for our team, which we did. And we created some really cool, replicating websites with our story and telling the story. And we put together a really great back office, getting started training that helped people to find their way. And we were able to be very successful by delivering those tools to our team members.
And I think for me, that's the interesting part, right? Is you guys found, a principle that we've known at our company forever is that, if you can leverage the tools, it can be massive, right? A lot of the new people don't know where to start. And if you can help them to be the messenger rather than the message, and that's the cool thing about the technology you guys built at that point, was you allowed them just to get someone in front of the presentation, and it helped with, that duplication, and it was interesting now where obviously the technology has changed dramatically. We talked about this yesterday, how you got to constantly innovate. I mean, for you, it was just that base replicated site with the presentation, right? When we started, it was a CD-ROM with a little code that someone could input. But at the time, that was revolutionary, and you transition 15 years forward and it's very different, and so I think that's the powerful part about the tools concept is that, it really can make someone effective and help them, succeed.